Hi and welcome to the Azam Sharp channel on YouTube. I'm your host Muhammad Azam, and in this screencast I'm going to show you how you can use or how you can get started with the MapKit API. So MapKit is basically used to display the maps, to add overlays to the map, to add annotations to the map. You can also plot a diagram on the map or a distance between 2 points using reverse geocoding techniques. You can also find out which street you are on. But that's some advanced step. Let's start with the basics. So if I run this application right now, you will note that it's just has a white background. It doesn't really do anything. It's just a default view. And I'm using storyboards. I'm using Xcode 4.2 with iOS 5. So I'm just going to drag this map view control on the page. Okay. And one of the things that I have already done is I have added these frameworks, mapkit.framework and core location.framework. It's pretty easy to add. If you go to the project, you can go to build phases, link libraries, and I have added using the plus sign over here. Okay. So let's go ahead and run this application now. We have our MK map view place, so it should display our map. So here is a map that you can actually see. It's pretty easy to display just a map, right? And you can zoom in and zoom out so that everything works. Let's hook it up with our view controller. So I have already taking these delegates. I'm using CL location manager delegate and MK map view delegate. CL location manager delegate will allow you to kind of like give the callbacks when the location changes and things like that. You can check it out in the documentation. The MK map view delegate is related to the map. When the annotations are added to the map, they are removed from the map, the overlays are added and all that stuff. And I have exposed these two things using properties. So let's go over here, and I'm just going to hook it up correctly. I have a map view property, which is right over here as an IB outlet, and I'm just going to drag it and hook it up to the map view over here. That's it, right? Now what we want to do is to find our current location, where we are, okay? And that is pretty easy. We are already using the location delegate. So all you need to do is to set up the things carefully, like as self.mapview.delegate. You can also do this using the interface builder. And then you can start with the location manager. You will initialize the location manager. And then you will set the delegate of the location manager to the current file that you are using, which is the controller. It's called that's a view controller basically. Okay. And then you can specify the different things. Let's say this distance filter. We're just not going to specify any distance filter. And then the accuracy. Accuracy basically means that it will give you a smaller radius. It will try to find basically it will work hard to find the exact location of where you are. Okay. Where is that? Here we go. So if you go set it up to KCL location accuracy bed, it will take some time to find your position, but I have noted that it's not that much of a time anyways. Okay. And then you'd say set show you the location, yes. So let's run this application now, and it should show us our current location. Or I have done something else. Seems like I have missed something. Viewed it load. Storyboard and everything. This is a set. This is also set. build this application again. Just checking one more time, everything is okay. Map view is correct. Oh, it might be something else. Let me change one thing. Edit scheme. So edit scheme will allow you, and there's a new core location. Basically, it will allow you to mimic, kind of like pretend that you are in England. I'm just pretend that I am in San Francisco, because you are running this on simulator, and you cannot get the actual position where you're sitting. Like I'm sitting in Houston, Texas, so there's no way for the simulator to find out that I'm in Houston, Texas. Okay, and here we go. So we get our position over here, and if I zoom in, which is kind of hard for me to using this simulator, but if you zoom in, you will see that this is the current location, and it is located in San Francisco. Okay. Now, if you want to change the position, you can easily do that. You can go to Edit Scheme, and you can change it to anywhere. Basically, these are some position, but you can say you can add a GPX file to the project, which will allow you to change position. And I have not worked with this, but I think the GPX file, you can create that, and you can tell it the latitude and longitude. And basically, it will fetch that. So now I have changed the position to India, Mumbai, India, and now we have to find out where the Mumbai, India is. And then here we go. So, okay, not over there. Here we go. So now it's pointing to India, and if I scroll down, it will be some latitude and longitude position. Now the reason you might be wondering that, okay, what is a reason that why would you pretend to be in India, or why would you pretend to be in London and San Francisco and all that stuff? Well, there are times when your application, you want to test that if it's a location aware application, if it's a map application, it will work in these countries like India, like Japan, okay, and in London, England. And you want to make sure that it works the way that you have actually designed. Now, the option number one for you, which is really very expensive and time consuming, is to physically take a flight and go to these countries. Okay. Now, you can do that, or you can just tell the simulator that you are actually in India, and you can test the application that if that works, if your logic is tied up to one part of the region or something is going on, and you can actually test out your application just like this. Okay. So that is pretty much it. So this is kind of like just the introduction to the MapKit API, and this will be a continuing series. I will do a little bit more articles on MapKit API, where you will get more idea of how to basically use the MapKit. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the MapKit framework, I have written a number of articles actually. If you go to highoncoding.com and just click on the mobile development, here's the introduction to the MapKit framework. Then you have consuming XML feed and displaying public information, map view control. Then there are some other articles like Route Tracker Part 1, Route Tracker Part 2, and you can look at it, you can learn a lot from it, and all of that have code to download. Okay. Hope you like this video. Thank you very much, and also please remember to donate. These all videos are free, and they will remain free. The donation basically goes towards working, converting these videos, getting more videos to work. Also planning to buy a much faster machine, because these these videos converting is a pain. Basically, it takes a lot of time to convert. So if you can give anything, PayPal, which is azamsharp@gmail.com. Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.